No, Guwahati is like अपना area type only. But
Bro, my thing is that they gave 40K for the giveaway, bro, to this guy, Mr. Gan.
40K, 40
But
lakh.
40 lakh, my bad, 40 lakhs.
वही
But
तो.
why not for the tournament?
भाई for them marketing matters, no for them these
भाई
things.
वो बाइक का मुझे समझाओ भाई, मुझे एक चीज बताओ, why not phone, why not a computer, why a bike to a MOBA player?
अरे तुम लोगों को क्या लगता है भाई?
योंगो ब्रो, स्ट्रीम नहीं होगा ये? क्या हो गया? बोलना व्हाट्सएप पे एक बार.
हाँ हो गया, स्टार्ट हो गया वापस.
स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ ना?
हो गया.
Okay.
Let me share as well.
I'm born with talent.
Muscle of iron.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are once again back. Sorry for the delay, sorry for the inconvenience caused, but again, let us welcome you back into the LAN event that is happening at the IG Park Itanagar. This is the LAN event presented to you by EV Games X, Arunoday eSports X. I forgot something keys, right? But I'll figure it out what it was. But guess what? This has been a long-standing tournament, and today is the final day. This is the grand finale that we are looking at, and two of the teams, that is going to be Team Rize Eminence onto the blue side, and their opponent's team, Arunoday eSports, have reached to the finals, and we are here to witness a best-of-3 between these two teams. So let's see which team actually fare well. But Fredo as well as Ash, I want to know both of your, verdict about the heroes that you're seeing getting banned and picked. Fredo, you go first.
Well, I feel like, the picks have come in very, very, I would say calculated, in a very calculated way, because that there's always this concept of having a marksman behind and a, tanky front line. And that's exactly what both these teams have been doing right now. They have put the Alice in the front line. And on the other side, you can see that there's 3 frontliners already. The Fredrin Grog, very tanky. All Mono has to do now is to repeat exactly what he did a few hours ago with the Kimi. Maintain the positioning and deal out the damage. Because he died only once, in that match where he was against Hotaru. So I feel that's the same thing that he has to do right now.
Okay, Ash?
Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Rize Eminence time, who knows, with this Joy pick there. I'll say it is one of the best pick for this matchup, because the Fedrin and the Grok will have a lot of magic penetration through that Joy. And not only that, they're going for the sustain as the high loss. They have a lot of magic comp you will actually see. The high loss is there is the Joy, there is the Lunox, there is the Alice. I mean, lot into the magic is just the physical damage if you count that carry. So for the side of team Arunoday eSports, if they will put 2 items like the Radiant and the Athena, it will really, implicate a lot of things for their side. The last pick, a Claude.
Not a Claude exactly, but a Moskov instead. Okay, looking really, really different from what we thought. But you know what? Personally, I think that the Joy against the Fredrin is not the best matchup, because you do get counted out. So we have to see how this matchup will be played out. But a really amazing draft coming through. Sorry that we did not get too much time to actually even get through or break it down, but we shall do it in the Land of Dawn, of course. This will be the first game in this best of the series. So ladies and gentlemen, do brace yourself. We are going in for the journey of the grand finale, and don't forget to support your favorite team. Don't forget to cheer for your favorite player. You can show your support in the comment section if you're watching the live, but if you're in the venue, if you're watching at the venue, do cheer for your favorite team. Although we cannot hear, but we shall see it after the game is done. But hey guys, Land of Dawn shall it be to know which team actually gets the lead in the series. But Fredo, once again, back to you. The early game for both these teams, how do you think it should span out, at least?
I mean, this game should definitely go to a BO5, because who does not want peak MOBA action from Arunachal Pradesh? Of course, right there. So man, let's see how this game is going to play out. Rogu, everyone else on the table that we can see right now. Mono man especially is going to become a very very big factor. Curryfall on the other hand, he does not have the Kaja right now, but he's still going to go and put impact with the help of this Hylos.
True. But Ash, I think we talked about the matchup between the junglers. So do you think that they should be ganking more on the side than the mid river area?
For that Letho, and it will just goes into the hand of Rogu.
Okay, I think the early game, it has to be a little bit more or less chaotic for sure, because both the teams, they do have some poke damage present for them. The Lunox will try to put the pressure, but so will the Kimi, so they need to be careful, the Roamer especially, because if they get caught up like this, then things can be really difficult for them. You can see the revival is already being used up, but again, the first blood is just due for a few seconds, as it's gonna be Roku taking the first blood here in this game number 1 here, Fredo.
I mean, if he is not the one who takes the first blood, then who else is it going to be? Because as a jungler, man, you do need to get that snowball. And of course, man, if you're not taking snowball tonight on the grand finals first, in the first game itself, then when are you going to do it, right? And Rogo, as a jungler, he has always been consistent. So, man, it's high time to, rise again and be consistent. At the same time, setting up for this turtle is going to be much, much more interesting, because getting that level 4 on a Sora or an Alice is going to be the game changer.
Absolutely. I think more so the zone control is very important. You do have a very good zone control with both the Grok as well as the Hylos. But then again, it's not just them. There's going to be the Alice as well as the... Oh, wait a minute. Before that, Ash.
Okay, distraction for the previous way. Rogo is going for the charger. Before that, the secondary strike coming in. Alice falls down there. What a way for A1 to start the matchup with his beautiful setup. But now he falls down as well. Instant kill. But there will be the consolation for the side of team Arunoday as well. They managed to secure the kill on the kill fall. But now, the turtle dance for the side of team.
Yeah, I say pretty easy turtle take, given the fact they did not find any more control after that team fight. But around the esports, they definitely got 3 kills. So in terms of goal, they will be not too behind, Fredo.
I mean, of course, man, in terms of goal, they're not that behind. But even then, I feel like, Curryfall falling down too many times, dying too many times in the early game is not a good sign, because you need your roamer to be taking control of the jungle area. And if you do not have that control, then the enemy roamer has more vision to provide. He's able to give more information. More information, of course, helps you make better decisions. So that's why I feel like, Curryfall has to be more proactive as compared to Akaba if he wants his teammates to shine as well. But for now, he has to be more patient as well, as he does not want to fall down too many times. So yep, he has to walk the edge very, very carefully.
Absolutely. I think it's best that you give as less gold as possible in the early game, because there was going to be 2 marksmen to the side of team around the esports. So if they can scale up quite early on, if they get the gold too early on, their item power spike will come much early compared to the lineup that team Eminence are going in here. So Rize Eminence, they need to really be focused on giving farm towards the carry, towards the, I would say, their jungler, as well as even the Lunox here. So a lot of gold that needs to be distributed. Even if we take at the first item here, nobody's going for the Sky Piercer except for the Kimi. So if he can get the snowball from here on point, so it's going to be very difficult. But for the Lunox, she's going for the anti-heal here, Ash. So the tanky members might just feel a little bit more, damage stinging them than a normal usually.
I mean, you are on a Lunox, you will see the wand giving the burst onto that Fredrin and the drop. Obviously, that's a good first item priority from her. But at the same time, look at the Mono as well. Like, he's on to the Kimi, and we have seen that how he plays so safe in that semi-final one with the Kimi. And in the late game, when he built that Sky Piercer, he was literally miscalculated. And the synchronization of Eve and Mono is too good, but now they're going for the stars here. There is the sun is coming in, and look at that Sunwing Flash. He goes back with the immune, but for he will be deleting down Mono with the 2 damage, but there is the kill on to the Alice as well. Look at it, look at it, look at it. The penetration zone coming out there as well. A little bit of taunt from the Rogue Cube with the Frenchman, but they need to disengage at this point. He will be doing it, but losing out the turtle once again into the hand of Team Legion.
They are so good at maintaining the control. Not only that, but then again, they're going for more. Roku, he might be in trouble, but able to get out at the right moment. So still fine. He's holding on to his dear life. Now the score stands for 2-4, almost nearing to the 5th minute of the game. The goal difference is not so much. So this is still a very close team fights and very close game altogether, Fredo.
Definitely, man. I mean, I did not really expect this game to be one-sided all starting off, even from the draft itself. But the fact that Mono already fell down once in the first 5 minutes means that this game is not going to be an easy one as well for Arunoday. They cannot expect Mono to be snowballing this game like he did before, because of course, Mono was the one carrying the entire game, dealing out damage from the backline. At the same time, his stacks on the Sky Piercer were also rocking very high. But in this game, where he has been taken down in the team fight itself, means that even Rise Eminence here are not going to, left him unmarked in those team fights. So he has to be really careful as well with his positioning.
Absolutely. I think if the team wants to snowball, then they definitely need to give the kill more towards Mono. But then again, the glorious pathway along with the recalls coming in, I think somebody's really feeling quite confident in this game. But again, a similar gesture repeated from the side of Team Arunoday eSports as well. But another dive coming in. Izo, he wants to go under the turret here, but again thinking otherwise, because he knows that if he goes under the turret, then there's a taunt available, then there's a damage available. But mid lane though, here Ash, it seems like something is turning here.
Okay, Rhythm of Joy. He goes in for the Mono, but Mono was fine. He didn't save at this point. And just to think, like they also changed the lane matchup. Look at the Sora. He's playing at the top against the carry, and the Alice is going against this Moscow at this moment. So very early change, I will say.
I think the early switch ups is required, because after the 5 minutes mark, that the gold, the cannon minions, or even the minions that in general will not give you that extra XP or extra gold anymore. So you're okay to switch the lanes as much as you want, but then again, you need to get good control of the turtle area. You need to get the vision control out here. And Team Arunoday eSports, they have lost both the turtles. So the third one, who's gonna get it here, Fredo?
Seems like Electrifying Beast already used here. Along with this, oh my god, a line coming in with the burst damage as well. But there is a 2v2 happening between the roamer and the jungler. And it seems like Blinded by Rage will be there in the party as well, dealing out so much damage. Coming in, Enzo really low, Revitalize helps to survive. Take a look at the Grok, he goes in with the flicker as well, committed everything, but does not get the kill. And with that, Turtle is already turned into a Lord.
Exactly, right? Nobody takes the third turtle here for Ash, and it's really, really, actually, I would say funny, because they were contesting about it, but now with the Lord here, this really changed things up.
And it looks like Team Elements have a better chance to take this Lord as well, but before that, a little bit of thought coming in. Might have seen the up there, Sunrise strike into the way, 4 massive, just the first something, but Finn Glory, the name to be remembered, giving out the damage, and 3-man goes down with 1 hit from the jungler, from the mid laner, from the...
Take a look at this guy.
Lane, and it will be an easy Lord for the side of Team Eminence. They are taking down the mid-to-late for their side.
Absolutely. Vain Glory, Fredo, is a name that is supposed to be remembered against 2 tank-killing heroes. You despite knowing that you went for a tanky composition, and that is what has been pushing Team Arunoday eSports back, despite they're not getting shut down. But the amount of damage that they're suffering into this team fight has really traumatized them even to near these objectives.
Yep, and now look at that glorious pathway. Fury Fall committing a very big resource here. Ezo trying to go in from behind, but there comes the combo from the Sora, and now the wall has been placed as well. A deadly combo could be coming in. Vain Glory and Ezo still in a safe distance, but now Vain Glory coming in. He's going in with the lightning wheels, but the damage is dealt here by Eve, and Eve will be the one getting a double kill instead. But now their HPs are low. They need to defend this mid lane. Vain Glory is still trying to go in forward, and mid lane, but now he could be getting the punish instead. But no, he'll be able to sidestep the wall and get outside of it. But the fact that Lord was already taken and dishing out so much damage, somehow, I don't know, they are still in the game. They have been able to defend it.
Absolutely. I think around the esports, they will be able to hold on for a longer time, but the problem is the goal difference after the 10th minute mark, almost 10 and a half minutes into the game. They are quite behind 5k, 4k, you can say, like it will just go up and down. But what matters most is the number of turrets that they have lost. All the second tiers from the top and the bot lane have been taken down, and no turrets have been fallen from the side of team Rise Eminence. So they have a lot of map control when it comes down to this game, and if they want, they can punish more by taking away the resources, which they are doing slowly but surely. So you can see team around the esports, they're getting even choked inside their own jungle here, Ash.
Rise Eminence, they're high with the macro, I'll say. I mean, with the structure, with the neutral objectives they're grabbing off for their side, they're really high with it. And with the team fight composition again, they will win the game. Okay, now the monster is getting caught in the corner. Now they're coming away from the Mono. Mono wants his day one, but it will be able to kill. Coming out for the new dog. And that brings us way. They want his day one falls down. Double onto Mono. Mega onto Rogo. 4-man down, and it's just 1 man surviving. It is Eve, and he can't do much. The tier 2 is in danger. It is Team Rise Eminence giving out that mid to late pressure onto Arunoday Esport in just the first game.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Take a look at the way how the damage is not even coming right now, because this Moscow, he has been hitting his high low so many times and the high low does not even care. His HP has not even moved.
It's like he does not have enough damage items to even, do much. And this has been the problem from the very beginning, because the damage have always outscaled from the side of Team Rise Eminence, because they have 2 tank killers, first of all. And, even if the prolonged team fights have been going on, it's never in the favor of Team Arunoday Esports. So they need to wait for a bit longer, or, I know they're getting some really amazing setups, but the conversion of the damage is never really there. And even if this Lord is here, what can they do, Ash?
Blackman falls, and this time Mono will strike with that kill. And look at the damage. The ruin unstoppable for Ben. Glory goes in. He finds the kill. A1 since day 1 falls down. SOD missed here. They need to go back. They need to disengage. So do the side of Team Rise Eminence. So there will be a little bit halt for this Lord.
It's gonna be on the stop, but after the jungler is back, what will change? Because I don't see the damage scaling going that well for Team Arunoday Esports, because they're 7k behind in terms of gold. And even if they catch up, the problem is they have lost one of their inhibitor turrets, and with the next lot push, it's quite possible that they might lose the remaining 2 here, Fredo.
I mean, really amazing stuff happening here, and things that we have never really expected. I never expected Arunoday to be falling this behind already, but the fact that they are really behind now, I mean, it's not the first time that they have to play from behind, because if you remember in that last match in the semifinals, they were also playing both the matches from behind, of course, but now things are different, because it's not really a team that does not, falter their own lead that they've established. They actually capitalize on their lead, and that's actually Rise Eminence right now. So Rise Eminence, they are going to have a really difficult time trying to, of course, take down Arunoday as well, because Arunoday, they know how to extend the game. They know that they can have it in the late game, but now...
Oh wait, Eve got taken down, Ash.
Okay, the Druid fast with double for the Purifall monster onto that Grog, and it's just Mono right now standing behind, and there is the Nemesis open from the bot side, and the Lord marching into the base. It might be the end. No time for recall, but there will be a okay, they will be finishing it with the recall every time. The trademark finishing from the side of Team Rise Eminence. And there you go, is the end for the game number 1 with a lead into the hand of Team Rise Eminence.
Arunoday Esports, they could not really push back the pressure that they were feeling from the very get-go. And despite multiple attempts into taking those team fights, the damage was always lacking. One, for the goal difference that they had. Second, they did not have enough, place to even take the team fights, because the amount of AoE damage the side of Team Arunoday Esports had, it was, just negated every time. The Revitalize and the heal was there from the Hylos as well as from the Alice here. And despite multiple attempts, like I said, it's just not going to be enough. So I think for the esports, they need to think other way around. But for Rize Eminence, they have already gotten a lead into this grand finale, and they will be much more closer, drawing a match point in this best of 3 series of the grand finale it is. And ooh, I think, we know why the Lunox got the MVP here, Fredo.
I mean, it's obvious, right? The Lunox dishing out the most amount of damage without getting caught even once. Like I was saying, it was actually Mono who was supposed to have that perfect KDA, right? But in team fights, it was so obvious that Rize Eminence was able to target the backline of Arunoday again and again. Eve, of course, that the lack of range on the Moscow will always, does not really allow him to take a team fight head to head, because he always gets outranged by the opponents. At the same time, even Mono keeps getting caught every single time, which means that the backliners are not really comfortable. So what are you going to do with the front line that does not even deal enough damage? Because you know that the Sora was also going for a sustain build, right? So there's literally nobody to deal damage on the other hand. So that's why in every single team fight, they kept getting, going down again and again. And of course, the reason behind that was because Alan and Vainglory on the side of Rize was able to dish out the most amount of damage without getting caught even once.
Exactly right. They were so good with their positioning. They were so precise about whom they want to target in the beginning. Yes, there were certain times where Team Arunoday Esports, they were getting some massive set. But the problem was that, they cannot go to the point where it could convert those damage into, or those sets into kills. So because of that, we saw what really unfolded, a very one-sided match in this one. But I think for the next one, Arunoday Esports, they need to pick up the pieces. They need to just, brace themselves, and might just want to think around how they want to draft. If they want to play the sustain build, then just ban away the carry, ban away the Lunox as well, because these heroes are what been giving trouble to their lineup. And despite seeing those two heroes, they went for the tanky lineup, Ash. And that's what really concerns me, because, like if you see a carry and a Lunox in your opponent, would you really like to go for tanky heroes that can just get free hit by the opponent?
Never. Like even though like it is open, they're still like going for that veteran. Even though the first pick is a carry, they still went for the veteran. So it's like they're thinking they can counter it down easily, but in the end, when you're starting it, it's so well for your side. You're winning the fights, but you were losing that macro objectives. It was because of Ezotazar's mobility. He was on an assassin, obviously, and then when the game goes into the depth, we saw the spike into the carry and the Lunox damage. Even this thing has been done by Eve, so I don't know why he went for the Moscow. Like he's the one won the first game by that carry spike only, when Arunoday was falling behind. Then in the mid to late phase, they managed to come back. So that's what gonna happen when you have a burst or true damage kind of hero on your side. Like you will be playing so safe, so position wise, so defensively in the start, and when you're getting the spike, now is the time to get the attack. I'll say like the transition between the last game and this game of Rize Eminence is being shown here. Like what I told them, like it's not because of me. They literally prepared for it. Like they first in the first match against Team Animal Homies, they were so aggressive at that time. They literally pulled the game without any risk. But in this game, they played so safe. They were literally taking fights in the objectives securance time. Then when they need if the fight is not relevant, they're going for the turrets. So like in the end of the day, the macro gonna make you the win. So that's what they are doing. And this is a very I will say a very equilibrium wise, or you can say a perfect counted or constant play from the side of Team Rize Eminence. That's why they won the game, not because they were so good or Arunoday was so bad. It's because they calculated and the situation and perfectly deliver it.
Okay, I think that's very well summed up what is happening and what unfolded. But Fredo, I do understand that whatever happened has happened. The esports are in this bad position, but what can they do to actually overcome this one? What are the ways for them to deal with the lineup that or the gameplay team Raise and Eminence are bringing on the table?
I think the only way, they can try and make something happen right now is just stick to what they are comfortable with and, try it out once again. Because I feel like, it's still the second game. It's the BO5, so
them
it's
play
still
the
not over
hero.
yet. You can still try
I will be
and,
the truth this
try to make
world
things work in
desperately
the second one.
needs.
And maybe in the third one, if you feel like, okay, things are not really working out anymore, we have to change it,
Sale's been itching
then
for a
maybe you'll try
real
to
fight.
experiment. But in the second game, try to give your best. Go for the comfortable picks, go for the comfortable play style that you are comfortable with, and just give your 100% in the second game. That's all I'll say.
I am the
I think
power
for
of
now
light
they're
and
still target
climate.
banning the heroes for Blinded by Rage and Curry Fall, so we are not going to see the carry or the Lunox getting banned by
Butterflies
far, but
born by
again,
thy
the side of
wish,
Team Riza Eminence, they are just
guided
banning the
by
heroes that
lantern's
can
light.
come through as the first pick. So they are basically banning the red side bans that we usually see. But again, Ash, do you think that if you want to play the Fredrin and all, you should be giving away the carry or the Lunox that
I've
freely,
been
but at
waiting
least
for
they
too
ban the
long.
carry. That's a good start, I would say.
Obviously, I mean, when you're having a problem by a hero, then you need to ban it out. But this time, the ban uh, onto the carry also making a chance that they can come up with the Lunox. Like Mono can play the Lunox too, so he can come up with the Lunox, or maybe the Kadita if it's open. Okay, Freya into the ban list.
I
But
am a
if
daughter
I'm
of
not
Northern
wrong,
Vale.
Shinryu and
I
Fredo,
swear
it's a
to protect
BO3,
it till
so
my
this
last
game is
breath.
much more important for Arunoday eSports. They need to give
Exactly.
their 100%. They cannot test any draft here. They need to pull this game out, otherwise it's over.
Yeah, they cannot be testing anymore because this is a do or die set for them. Because after this, there will be no second chances. This is the second chance here, Fredo. So they need to do whatever they can and win this match desperately if required, right?
I mean, if it is a BO3, then they do not have any more chances, So I think they should stick to the basics and do what they're good at instead of trying to experiment and do whatever
They
I
call me
said.
a hero
Because I
I
think
saved my
it's
nation from
like,
falling
I don't
apart.
know what to say, but adapt and overcome, adapt and overcome. Right now, you'll be facing challenges the moment, the draft is over. You're left to wonder as to what you should do immediately, right? To response to what the enemies have picked up. Because they will definitely pick up few
Sun
counters. There
rises when
might
I
be
give
picks
the
coming up
word.
that you did not really expect, like the Harley showing up once again or something like that. But amongst all that, you still have to, try to think what can you do with what you have. And right now, the fact that they already have, on the side of I don't know, they have already picked up this Lunox, which was working out so well for their opponents. Now they have to make it work as well. But how do you do it? Now they have to capitalize on how do we play the strategy right? Do we actually pick up the the picks like the high lows again, or do you want to go for something else which did not work last time? That's why they're right now they're thinking about the Lolita. But man, why? Why would you think about the Lolita?
I think now's not the time for the Lolita pick, perhaps. So just go for something else.
Valor
The
and
Claude
royalty
is
in
a
a
good option
dead
if you want to,
body.
still win out on
Come on,
the gold lane.
Dexter.
Because
It's our
both the carry as
showtime.
well as the Freya has been banned, so the Claude will be the next best option that is available according to the current meta. But again, the Leo mod 2 getting locked in, and I think that's a very good hero against the Ascension too, right, Ash?
Obviously, like Leo Moore against Ishenshin is a very good pick, but at the same
Sniper
time, the
ready. Give me
Ishenshin
a
was a
target.
flex. I was about to tell he's a flex, but was a flex. And once again, we're going to see that Leslie. I mean, you went for the Claude, but you forget the fact that Ben Glory can play the Leslie, and it's a better counter for the Claude. But at the same time, Hilda, oh my
Fight!
goodness,
Fight
about
for
to
the
say this thing. The
ultimate
Hilda could
answer.
have been an option against Khalid. Like, if you can't take a proper setup kind of hero, you can go with the mirror. Like, if they are going for the invasive potential, you can also come up with the invasive potential. But now the option is totally closed for their side.
I think Grok is still open and a viable choice if they wish to, again play around. But the mid
Payback
lane like
time.
the mid lane for team Resemblance, that needs to be covered up. So the only problem to a good Lunox or any Lunox is the range, and
Muscle of
the side of
iron.
team around the esports, they're
Bones of
getting rid of the
steel.
range. I was about to say that, the Garud Kacha would have been a very amazing pick in this composition for Team Arunoday Esports, but it is also read by this other team, Resemblance, and they have banned it out.
Okay.
So again, the Kadita banned too. So Fredo, what mid lane are we thinking here? The Eve, the Kimi, maybe?
Very interesting, man. Eve, Kimi, those two seem to be all the option, that comes up in our minds right now. Man, I'm thinking of a Cyclops actually.
Cyclops.
I don't know why, but I feel like it could work.
Grants you
And that's only because
or death.
Azushin,
No, not a
Zetian.
Zetian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zetian could work as well, but at the same time, I feel like the Claude, is kind of one of his counters.
You know what? If you ask me, I was about to say the Idoda as of now because she's strong in this current meta after the revamp, Ash.
But man, Cyclops is too good. Cyclops is just too good to ignore, right now.
You can spam the ultimate.
Yeah, just keep spamming, build CD reduction, just keep spamming. That's what.
Oh, I mean, I think they need crowd control. Yeah, you're right, Ash. So something of the crowd control here, Fredo. So Xavier, but not good. Vexana, Vexana can be a good pick actually. But Zetian is the option that they're going for. I think the passive makes it quite better for her to survive the dive from the Chow, the Claude, as well as even the Leo mod. So a sensible pick, isn't it? Regardless.
Indeed a sensible pick because of the situation, like you mentioned, the Chow and the Leo mode, even the Claude. But at the same time, the Lunox burst, but the range is a little bit low if you're gonna compare it with the Zetian. But the burst is high from the Zetian as well. So it's morely like two global ultimates they got into their hand is the Ishanshin and the Zetian. They will get a lot more infos of Team Arunoday Esports. But at the same time, I have a sus because I don't like 2mm, the Ishanshin and the Leslie. But you need a 1v1 matchup against the Claude, and you need to take him down. I mean, play a winning lane into the goal. So therefore, you went for the Leslie. But now your side is kind of having less survivability compared it with Arunoday.
Absolutely. I think we need to see how it plays out rather than just, deciding on the draft itself. But the execution will be very important. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, game number 2 it is into the grand finale of the this LAN event that is happening at the IG Park. It is the EV Game X Arunoday Esports X Dot and not Dot and Key, Wish and Key Gigs presenting this one. So let's see who will take the ultimate glory. It's a match point for Team Resemblance and Arunoday Esports. They need to match up that score and get us to a game number 3 if they want to turn it around. Mid lane, oh my goodness. Fredo, that was some amazing damage just at level 2.
Yes, and I won't be surprised if the Claude falls here because, man, underestimating the damage of a Leslie in the early game is the biggest mistake you can make because the passive just allows you to poke so hard and, before you know it, your HP is down to 1 bar and that's when you realize, man, it's too late. So, yeah, the Claude did the right thing by recalling, but that means he's going to lose a couple of minions there.
Absolutely, but again, mid lane, they're still trying to poke this Khalid, but he's able to get out. But again, going back in, trying to do something, but really close call. But again, talking about the side lane matchup, right? I think the Leslie does have it pretty okay for now, but at the same time, you can see the EXP lane. I think that's a never-changing lane. Like both, it's pretty much stalemate, right, Ash?
Yeah, both of them are kind of tanky, sustain, absorb kind of matchup. But now, potential gank. Okay, he anticipated it so quickly. That was a nice awareness, I would say. But now, look at that Desert Tornado coming in. A taunt onto the Chow. He goes back there, but the damage from Zetian is so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Zetian's damage in the early game is something that you cannot underestimate, and it hits you back to back. If it just hits you one, then the entire damage will fall upon you. The turtle here, though, mid lane. Oh no, wait, first blood cover takes it down along Roku, who finds a kill. This time, the esports, they're taking business seriously.
Exactly, man. Like they understood that the enemy will be rotating this side because they already got the information that the enemy is top side. And take a look at that. Rize here, Elso here will try to get away with the steal.
Wait, look!
1H, oh my god, if he missed it out there, but now he'll be dying anyways because Akaba here has spotted him out in the enemy jungle. And now coming in with the stun, a 4-man throne of ruins. But Curie Fall here,
Oh.
1 HP, trying to escape from the Uranus. And he has to take a long way back. But that means he might be getting caught, he will be getting cornered. And he'll be
Why?
dying to the tower. That's a nice move.
I mean, that was not necessary. I think he could have healed back up, right, Ash?
Sandgar was there, but rather than giving goal to the particular hero, just throw it away with getting died by a turret.
I mean, okay, whatever works, but with this, still, like, the fact is that, Arunoday eSports, they have 3 kills onto the board, and team Rijiju Eminence, they are behind in this one, but again, the Dauntless fleet will not connect, and they're still trying to, get some gold secured. But Leslie, is it the right call?
Okay,
Oh.
initiation happened there, and the burst coming in. There is a little bit of focus damage on through that way. And now the Cosmic Guard being used as well. There's the BMI, but the blazing to it, but nothing gonna happen. The Sand Guard will standing strong for that Khalid, and he goes back easily without any scratch on him.
Oh, that could have made things really worse. Good. Thankfully, they did not give any more kills away, so the gold is still stacked at 1k advantage into the favor of team Arunoday eSports. So they are doing good by far as the early game is concerned, for the first 5 minutes is concerned. But I think the things might shift slowly but surely, because the Eastern Shin will get some farm. Yes, he fell down once, but that's not the end of the line for them. So, the next turtle, should they contest? But look at the top lane here, Fredo.
My god, so much damage being done here. And Akama,
Oh.
over commitment or something here. But take a look at Mono with the follow-up coming in as well. And that's a good team fight there. But instantly the reply comes in because the backup coming in from QE4
no. What?
will be able to take a triple kill. He wants to go in for a maniac. As a roamer, you don't get too many chances like that. But oh my god, Vainglory is the one that takes the kill away.
Oh.
But oh my god,
Oh.
what a way, man. What a way. If he got a triple, maniac there, it would have been crazy, because as a roamer, you don't really get too many chances like that.
Exactly, but a very good lead thrown away just like that. And now Team Rijiju Eminence, they are into the lead once, like out of nowhere, 2k just before the second turtle fight. And with the turtle, they are even leading it much further, Ash. I think that was a really too much overcommitment coming in by Akaba.
Key boy who? It's Kiri Fall, man. Look at that setup. I mean, even though the Shinpo used the Way of Dragon was out of the way, but then the extension, the overcommitment mentioned by Fido was literally there, and that was the reason the whole goal just got shifted down. But now, use the transfer for the defense of the series. Way of Dragon. Sam got being used as well, but there will be the shutdown with a burst coming out from Mono here. They equalize the score, but the gold will be falling higher for the side of team Rijiju Eminence. This was blazing to it. All the resources got used out of the Leslie, but nothing will happen. He finds a way back into the safer zone, but now the turret is in a very bad position. Immune got used. He goes to the safer zone. There is the king coming out from the Uranus. The burst is particularly hitting on the Uranus, but nothing gonna happen. Tier 1 successfully gets into the hand of team Arunoday.
Yeah, I mean, Fredo, you can say that they were definitely not happy about Curie Fall taking the triple kill, right? They took it personally for that one.
I think so. If somebody's taking triple kill there, you do not want to, let that guy go again and have it again, right? Well, right now, though, seems like some action to be taking place for this turtle fight. For the team setting up for this turtle, they know it's the last one. They want to get that goal lead. And they want to establish the lead, the presence, but there it comes, Way of the Dragon, BMI, along with the Throne of the Ruins on 4 members here, blinded by Rage, really low, Roku gets the kill, and oh my god, the follow-up coming through, SO goes in for the Dauntless Fleet, and Eve will be falling here as well, but the Lilias will save Mono, but nobody will be as lucky as Mono here, because A1 since day 1 will be falling as well, and that initiation from the Chow has actually turned things around, and Arunoday are the one in lead right now.
Oh my god, Arunoday eSports, they did get the lead, but again, the turtle, the main objective around the map will be secured by the side of Team Rijiju Eminence, and because of that, you can see the gold not really changing that much. Yes, the turret have been, taken down in a cross-map play, but by far, it's not too much advantage when it comes down to the objective. But okay, Ash, once again.
Okay, there is the orange structure. Now the simple use for the defense. We have a player of XGTM. But look at Tezotasar with the final blow. He will secure the kill. And I love the play of this man. He was waiting for the perfect moment. He's not playing aggressive. He's not going for unnecessary fight. He's waiting for that perfect moment to pass in. And now look at that. The beautiful cross now with the tier 1 getting into the hand of Team Arunoday. They opened the map for themselves. The mid expansion has been done, and now the retaliation is happening. They're taking down the medium wave. They want to get the tier 1 as well. There is the burst coming in. Look at the Leslie with the bomb onto the Uranus. But it is the Uranus to the Ruin the tier 3 man got in the way. And now look at that damage from the behind. But the minion waves are not so much. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Fredo!
It was so beautiful, it was so beautiful.
Exactly! It was so well played. Like, the timing of the skills, right, Fredo? It was so perfectly well timed, and if that turned around, if that was played well, I think Arunoday eSports could have almost been wiped out of the map altogether.
Exactly. Like the Throne of the Ruins landing on 5 members, I think, and then there comes the Fury of the Phoenix. And I mean, when everyone is stuck like that, the Yisan Shin and the Leslie and maybe even the Khalid, if he came in there with a Raging Sandstorm, things could have been really going in favor here for Rize Eminence. But for some reason, that did not work out. But it was so beautiful to watch that setup right there, which was done by Alan and, of course, Mr. Blinded by Rage. But now the Lord is on the map, and both the teams will be trying to contest it. And of course, Arunoday has to be really careful here because they do not want Rize Eminence to take away another team fight, because you know what can happen when things go wrong like that once again. But luckily, last time they did not get punished, but this time they will.
Okay, but again, seems like the Lord fight is about to happen here, Ash.
Obviously, the fight is again coming forward now. And
I think they are fine so far, so they're not really trying to take too much of a fight. They are low on HP, so they're trying to reset it, just get back their resources, and again retry for the slot contest. But I think, looking at both these teams here, Ash, they will not back down without a fight here for sure.
Oh, A1 since day 1, very low. And with that, Raging Sandstorm coming in, Mono getting caught there. What is Mono even doing there? But at the same time, Ezo as well going in, and with that, he finds one more, a double coming into the hands of Ezo, and with that, Akawa forced to back off, since A1 in day 1 is also forced to back off. Every single member here from Arunoday has to back off because the Lord is in control of Rize Eminence, and Curie Fall here still zoning out members, and they will be able to get the first Lord.
Absolutely, the way Mono went to ahead, it was a very big overextension. That's why he fell down, and because of that, the team could not really convert that team fight. But the next blow came when Eve has also got taken down. That's where the damage reduced exponentially, and Team Arunoday eSports, they knew if they went in like that, then it would have really turned out worse for them. But the lead which it started with Team Arunoday eSports have been completely taken away by Team Rize Eminence. Now at the 11-minute mark, we can already see almost nearly 5k gold lead, 4k gold lead for now, but the items are almost getting stacked up. The Essential is quite well farmed, so the damage will come really through. But again, EG gets taken down off cam here. The Claude is still marching down, but Ash, look at that. They're still trying to find more, but oh wait, Ezo is going onto the turret. Will find a double here. Akaba taken down too.
I don't think there's anything left for them right now. The tower getting jumped down as well. They'll try to get the tier 2 first in the mid lane, and then they have to work on the inhibitors. Another wave crashing down the top side. They have to deal with that as well. Rogu forces the Phantom Steed, and with that, the gold shield will be able to protect this tier 2, the inhibitor in the mid lane. But of course, that bot side is also getting pressured right now. Fury Fall zoning out members since day 1, and the thing is, the Yisan shit is so farm right now that the Claude and the Lunox, if they get caught, that they're dead.
I mean, I think even if they want to give the damage going in the front line, they have to be very careful that they do not come in contact with the YSS. That is where the main damage is coming from. And we cannot forget about the Leslie. She is always there lurking in the shadows to deal the true damage. And anytime the members are too overextended, they will feel the blow. And altogether blinded by rage, the set he's giving along with the fury of the Phoenix is just to watch. Again, the vision control is there with the mounted shocker. They're going in here, Ash.
Okay, that was just a poke, I'll say. Like, just a poke. They don't want to overcommit.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can, man. Go on. We can hear you, guy.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying that, like, they don't want to overcome it because they're in a better position right now. It's a match point for the side of team Rijiju MNF. Even though the start was so well, but now, due to some mistakes, some miscommunication, or some throws being done by Arunoday, they are right now in a bad position. All the tiers has been taken down from 3 of the lanes. No tier 2s are surviving. It's just those inhibitors. And it might be taken out as well. Okay. Got the info. Now it's time for the Lord.
It's time for the Lord and they have to wait. But Fredo, looking at the team fight and looking at the goal difference, 8k at hand, I think it's best that Arunoday eSports, they let go of this Lord and not try to contest.
They do not want to, it seems. Okay. Will they go in for a fight though? The seal has been used here, and there comes the magic. That's not the beauty of the Phoenix! Throne of the Ruins as well! Oh my god, Phantom Steel is coming in as well. And blinded by rage, not really lucky enough to survive this one because Ezo will take him down. And with that, Rogu's not surviving as well in this fight. But man, they are left with 4 members to try and defend against all these guys who are still alive. Along with the Lord as well on their side. Can they do it? Is this defense possible? Lord crashing down top side. The top tier will definitely fall. But now, Ash, do you think it's time for them to shine?
They will defend eventually, but let's see. The Heavenly Heal has been used here, but now they are just deflecting the way for the Lord, and there you go. The defense has been already done, but the second wave, this is the most important party. It's down the bottom of the now. Open up the bottom of the Heal. And now there's a few of Phoenix coming in. Better not the Look at the PMI with that. Blazing to it. Double kill secured. Triple kill on to the lane. And now a Slain Curie falls down. Brother News Sport going back into the safer side. Now things turn around here. It's just the Alice around the map. And the 4 members might gonna go for the mid rush.
What the heck just happened?
Will they be able to end it though? The minions will be spawning in like 3 seconds. So I don't think it's able to end, but they can at least try and go in and try to take down.
Wait, they can actually end.
They can actually end. Yes, it's possible. But Ezo will be coming in. In just 1 second, they can end it. Blinded by rage needs to stay alive, but will he be able to do that? But no, they know that they do not have minions, so they will back off, showing discipline. But man, for a moment, I definitely feel Rijiju Eminence were praying to the gods in the heavens. Just 1 more second is all we need. But yeah, somehow they are still surviving in this game.
This match has been such a roller coaster altogether. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are there, I know how much intensity you guys are feeling. You guys might be, at the top of your level, excited. But okay, Ash, once again, they're going in.
Info has been done, but look at that. He might go for the overcommitment, but look at that. Case has been done. A lot of resources burned down in the way, but nothing gonna happen. They will be fine by it. But at that point, I believe the way of Dragon should have been connected on the Alice, and you should have focused onto the base. But look at that. Izotazar doing some sneaky work there.
Yes.
Oh, I think, Fredo, if this game ends with any kind of other measure apart from the Lord pushing it to end, then I think Team Arunoday eSports might just feel the worst kind of feeling that they possibly can. But the Lord just 5 seconds away. They need to go for a very good wave management here. If they do not, then there's a high chance that a backdoor can happen. But again, we need to see what will be the route for this Lord fight, because the way this Alice has been playing, the way the Fury of the Phoenix has been used, it's just 1 set and the team fights can turn around. But the same could be said for Team Arunoday eSports, isn't it?
Yes, definitely, man. I mean, the way the Lord is getting set up right now, Rijiju Eminence They are the ones not in control. They are the ones not in charge. But let's see if they'll get this one. There comes the setup. And Ezotazar still going away with the Lord. And there seems to be a retaliation happening in the backline, as you can see. Ezotazar getting one more down. And now Akaba could be falling as well. One abandoned by Rage. Vain Glory getting chased down here by A1 since day one and will not be lucky enough to survive. But it's a 3-for-1 trade. And that is a trade that I think Arunoday eSports will take.
Definitely, the esports, they finally found another good team fight. They found 3 members there, but the Lord was indeed taken by the side of Team Reese Eminence. So they still are in this game. It is not a game over yet. So Ash, like this intensity of team fights, this level of team fights is something like we anticipated for sure, but watching it unfold in fights is a different kind of a fight, isn't it?
Obviously, and somebody is there who is giving the fight to Rings Eminence, I can say, and it is Arunoday eSports. Really, like all those games going for 2-0, 1-0 kind of thing, and then you are suddenly playing against another best team of this tournament, and they're giving the same fight. They're not losing out, they're not giving up.
Whoa.
Not a good idea, not a good idea for Akaba. He's going for the zone, but you are on a chow, so obviously you need to play safe. But what if, Fredo and Chindu, that Lord would have fallen into the hand of Arunoday?
I think it could have led to a game end here, for sure.
Definitely, because the team fight was not in their favor, right? So with just 2 members, I mean, how could you even defend that Lord? Plus, the death timers are definitely getting kind of, long right now. So team members have to be really careful. Those immos and the winter crowns have to be coming in play. Rose goals as well. All those things have to be, kept on the priority equipment list right now, as they know that any team fight could be turning things around.
Absolutely, but look at that, Ash.
Trying to feed into the way, Alan falls down first, and now the burst coming in there. Alice, he's not surviving, he's not gonna survive. There you go. Blinded by Rage falls down. Slayer Pixie, the immortality got popped out. Monoshocker release as well, but now Curie Fall, he needs to go back into the safer side. Now he's retaliating back onto the wave with another tornado. What is happening here? Once again, Vain Glory will be the getting hunt by that Uranus. He's literally onto the way of Vain Glory today.
And now, what Roku?
Go back, Roku.
He probably had all the passives ready. He had the Rose Gold passive, he had the Queen's Wing passive, so he wanted to take that fight here. But the thing is, now it's on cooldown. Does he still want to take that fight? It's a 4v2. Can they defend it?
Okay, they can do it. They can do it.
Wait.
Look at it. Down here with Saeed. Onto the hand, double kill. Secured as well. And they will get kill onto A1 since day one.
Oh my God.
A 5-man wipeout in which we were about to take the base. You got down here. And again, the recall ritual will be here onto the base. It is Rize Eminence, ladies and gentlemen, taking on the victory with a 2-0 fashion. The clean sweep fashion will not gonna end, and the recall ritual will never gonna end here.
Oh my goodness! It almost seemed like Team Arunoday eSports had it. They almost had it, but out of nowhere, it's gonna be Team Reese Eminence just winning it out, just getting a 2-0, and that will be the end. That will be the end here, Fredo, and there's nothing that Team Arunoday eSports can do or pray that will change this outcome. And we finally have our victor of this LAN event here, Fredo.
My God, did not really expect it to be this way, but it is what it is, I guess. And we have the winners, and of course, man, it was of course Ezotazar, the one and only jungler of Shadow eSports, who did his job so perfectly. Not really able to shut him down with this Chow, not really able to shut him down with this Lunox either. Mono has been playing so well the entire time, but tonight, like in this match, not really able to do what he was supposed to do. But man, what a match it was. Even Vain Glory, so much pressure on him. But yeah, let's see, of course, as to how things will turn around at the end.
Absolutely, man. Tasted the sweetness of the victory, almost had it in their grasp, but then it just taken away, stripped off your luck, stripped off your victory, and you just don't have it anymore. As team Raise Eminence, they are the one who will draw the light of the night and will have the last laugh in this series of best of five, the grand finale.
I mean, Shinryu, like, I don't know what to say here. I'm literally awestruck at this point because, I mean, you can't even say like Arunoday threw it. It was
No,
not
they
at all a
didn't.
throw of the century because they calculated it. Like they can. I mean, the Lord was there. They could have went for the Lord, but no, they went for the base. I understand it because three members were down. The cooldown was higher, but the true MVP Fredo. If you are saying Ezotazar, I don't believe the raising Sandstorm at that point onto those minions and that positioning of Ezotazar really bring the matter into the limelight, and then the upcoming of the Zetian. That was the perfect moment of the Fury of Phoenix. Like it's feels like it is scripted, but no, it is not. It is totally live action. Real live action. I mean, it is not scripted. It is live action. The way it's delivered. It looks like that. Like I mean, the Raising Sandstorm. Suddenly, the Zetian coming. It's like a climax of a movie, but no, it's esports, guys. It is MOBA 5v5 community tournament esports AEX EV championship. You are right now watching, and the champions are here. Rize Eminence. They
Yeah,
rise
man.
from the ruins, and look at it. They are the prize pool holder around now. 1 lakh prize pool. Enjoy, guys. Congratulations for the win, guys. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for each and everyone joining here, supporting here, and being part of this event. We are so much thankful, and even to everyone walking behind the scenes. That is there, the streamers, the talents, and everyone as well. I don't know, what big part you play, but each and every individual that have been a part of this tournament, thank you so much for there. But this will be it, guys. This will be very much it. And with this, we have to come to an end for the MOBA 5v5 category that we had the grand finale set up. Our champion, like already been said, is going to be Team Rize Eminence, and you shall enjoy the event much more because this is just one part of the event. There's going to be much more things, the concerts, the different and various stall, and the other talented people playing in different events. Do go and check them out, and do support your favorite sports, favorite players, and favorite event. And this is the beauty of Arunachal Pradesh that we are going to be looking at, the IG Park. If you're near the vicinity, go and visit it. Be part of this amazing journey and amazing event, and don't miss it out. But for now, we, the talents on the board, on the desk, will take our bids and we'll take our goodbyes. Thank you for having us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you until next time.
Hi guys, guess where I'm at? I'm at Symbol Festival जो कि 10 से शुरू हो चुका था और अभी 21 तक चलते रहेगा। इस बार विजन की हम लोगों के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा इनिशिएटिव इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, which is EV Gaming for Sports and Gaming। EV Sports के अंदर में बहुत सारे गेम्स आते हैं जैसे कि Tekken, FC26 एंड Mobile Legends, जिसका लेन इवेंट होगा 15 से लेकर 17 तक इधर सिम्बेला में। रजिस्ट्रेशन अभी तक ओपन है विद लिमिटेड स्लॉट्स ऑफ 64 ओनली। अगर आपको अरुणाचल का टॉप 1 प्लेयर में से एक बनना है तो ये अपॉर्चुनिटी बिल्कुल मिस मत कीजिए और लेन में जरूर रजिस्टर कीजिए।
Thanks, England of India.
everyone, and my name is Zero, and I'm cosplaying Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hi everyone, myself Kun, and I'm cosplaying the Mother Demon Spider from the Demon Slayer.
I'm Doni Lapung, and I'm cosplaying as Denji from Chainsaw Man.
Waiting in their homes as well as in the venue right here at Itanagar, Obsidian Blue, waiting for one grand final match, which is between Godlike eSports and Onyx Paradox Stadium.
I mean, it is not just two teams, people. It is going to be India versus Bhutan. The fight for this trophy. I know Shepton, you are ready. I to fight in the best of semi-final round. Make some noise! Let the game.
Arunoday ki!
एहसान बाबे ने मेरा तेरी माया पे मेहरबान इन साइज डबल वेट ई साइड ट्रबल है बेस और ट्रबल है हथियार एफएल है फील लाइक क्या तेरी फील्डिंग गलत है आंडू अकल के हीरो बने मगर है शक्ल से लग ये पीछे से देते गाली पर आगे से मेरे मुझे मैं बड़े झूठे भाई जिसी को तपस दे न जाए कोई टो बाय टो मेरा फ्लो के ताइक्वांडो साला हमें जिस वेन्यू ने फेंका बाहर करा एक साल बाद भाई सोल्ड आउट शो कांट फाड़ जाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि ये सारे बैरिकेड तुमने तोड़ दिए मैं Real and one वावे के दर है माइक तेरा बस सीधे मत you know the vibe भूखे तो गाना में गाना तो डाइट जाना तो टॉप लो आगे से राइट हाँ जी मैं गाना में बोलूँ सच्चाई करूँ मैं फेस्टिवल
There's water, and then there's ocean fruit water. These bottles of Supreme Hydration come in 4 fruit flavors, and I still can't decide which one I love more. The cool part is that they are all enriched with B vitamins, electrolytes and glucose to give you more with every sip. Be smart, hydrate smarter with Ocean.
Hi guys, guess where I'm at सिंबल फेस्टिवल जो कि 10 से शुरू हो चुका था और अभी 21 तक चलते रहेगा। इस बार विजन की हम लोगों के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा इनिशिएटिव इंट्रोड्यूस किया है विच इज ईवी गेमिंग फॉर स्पोर्ट्स एंड गेमिंग। ईवी स्पोर्ट्स के अंदर में बहुत सारा गेम्स आता है जैसे कि टेकन, FC26 एंड मोबाइल लेजेंड्स, जिसका लैंड इवेंट होगा 15 से लेकर 17 तक इधर सिम्बेला में। रजिस्ट्रेशन अभी तक ओपन है विद लिमिटेड स्लॉट्स ऑफ 64 ओनली। अगर आपको अरुणाचल का टॉप 1 प्लेयर में से एक बनना है तो ये अपॉर्चुनिटी बिल्कुल मिस मत कीजिए और लैन में जरूर रजिस्टर कीजिए।
Hello everyone, and my name is Zero, and I'm cosplaying Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hi everyone, myself Kun, and I'm cosplaying the Mother Demon Spider from the Demon Slayer.
I'm Doni Lapung, and I'm cosplaying as Denji from Chainsaw Man.
Waiting in their homes as well as in the venue right here at Itanagar, Obsidian Blue, waiting for one grand final match which is between Godlike eSports and Onyx Paradox Stadium.
I mean, it is not just two teams, people. It is going to be India versus Bhutan. The fight for this trophy. I know, Jackson, you are ready. I to fight in the best of semi-final round. Make some noise! Let the game
मेरा तेरी माया पे मेहरबान एक साइज डबल बेड ई साइड ट्रबल है बेस और ट्रबल है हथियार एफएल है फील लाइक क्या तेरी फील्डिंग गलत है आंडू अकल के हीरो बने मगर है शक्ल से लग ये पीछे पीछे से देते गाली पर आगे से मेरे मुझे मैं बोले छूटते भाई जिसी को तपस न जाए कोई को बाय तो मेरा फ्लो करे ताइक्वांडो साला हमें जिस वेन्यू ने फेंका बाहर करा एक साल बाद भाई सोल्ड आउट शो कांट पड़ जाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि ये सारे बैरिकेड तुमने तोड़ दिए हैं Real and one वावे किधर है माइक तेरा भाई सीधे मत you know the vibe मुझे तो दाना में जाना तो डाइक जाना तो टॉप नो आगे से राइट हाँ जी मैं जाना मैं बोलूँ सच्चाई करूँ मैं फ्लेक्सिबल
There's water, and then there's ocean fruit water. These bottles of Supreme Hydration come in 4 fruit flavors, and I still can't decide which one I love more. The cool part is that they are all enriched with B vitamins, electrolytes and glucose to give you more with every sip. Be smart, hydrate smarter with Ocean.
Hi guys, guess where I'm at? I'm at Hon'ble Festival जो कि 10 से शुरू हो चुका था और अभी 21 तक चलते रहेगा। इस बार विजन की हम लोगों के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा इनिशिएटिव इंट्रोड्यूस किया है which is EV गेमिंग फॉर स्पोर्ट्स एंड गेमिंग। EV स्पोर्ट्स के अंदर में बहुत सारे गेम्स आते हैं जैसे कि टेकन, FC26 एंड मोबाइल लेजेंड्स, जिसका लैन इवेंट होगा 15 से लेकर 17 तक इधर सिम्बेला में। रजिस्ट्रेशन अभी तक ओपन है विद लिमिटेड स्लॉट्स ऑफ 64 ओनली। अगर आपको अरुणाचल का टॉप 1 प्लेयर में से एक बनना है तो ये अपॉर्चुनिटी बिल्कुल मिस मत कीजिए और लैन में जरूर रजिस्टर कीजिए।
What is it being bullied again or something?
Hello everyone, and my name is Zero, and I'm cosplaying Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hi everyone, myself Kun, and I'm cosplaying the Mother Demon Spider from the Demon Slayer.
I'm Doni Lapung and I'm cosplaying as Denji from Chainsaw Man.
Eagerly waiting in their homes as well as in the venue right here at Itanagar, Obsidian Blue, waiting for one grand final match, which is between Godlike eSports and Onyx Paradox Stadium.
I mean, it is not just two teams, people. It is going to be India versus Bhutan. The fight for this trophy. I understand that you are ready to act to fight in the best of semi-final rounds. Make some noise! Let the game begin!
एहसान बाबे ने मेरा तेरी माया पे मेहरबान टीम साइज डबल वेट टी साइड डबल है बेस और ट्रेबल है हथियार एफएल है फील लाइक क्या तेरी फील्डिंग गलत है आंडू अकल के हीरो बने मगर है शक्ल से लग ये पीछे से देते गाली पर आगे से मेरे मुझे मैं बड़े छूटते भाई जिसी को तपस दे न जाए कोई तो बाइट तो मेरा फ्लो करे ताइक्वांडो साला हमें जिस वेन्यू ने फेंका बाहर करा एक साल बाद में सोल्ड आउट शो कांट पड़ ऐसे जाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि ये सारे बैरिकेड तुमने तोड़ दिए हैं Real and one वावे के दर है माइक तेरा बस सीधा मत you know the vibe भूखे तो जाना तो जाना तो डाइट जाना तो टॉप लो अभी से राइट हाँ जी मैं जाना मैं बोलूँ सच्चाई करूँ मैं फेस्टिवल
Shahar